Hey everybody, it is Cherie here, and I am so glad to be with you tonight. I am a mother, a daughter, a sister, a friend, but most of all, I am a dreamer. And what I am here tonight to let you know is that you are a dreamer too. No matter how many times you lost sight of your dream, lost sight of your vision, you have a vision and you are a dreamer too. I realized I was a visionary quite haphazardly when I was around 8 years old. I was a little rebellious. There was a complete eclipse. Now, if any of you guys have ever experienced an eclipse, there's a lunar eclipse when the moon comes in front of the sun, and it's the closest it will ever be to the earth. I experienced the opposite when the sun was in front of the moon, and it was the closest it ever was to the earth. And they said, don't look at it. Don't look at it. When you go outside, do not look at the eclipse. So we're walking. You know, I went to a Christian school, so we had to walk from our school building to the chapel. So it was a snake path. So I'm walking down the snake path, walking. I'm like, I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. Up until then, I did not wear glasses. I had perfect vision. I did not wear glasses. Now, on the way back, I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But I couldn't help myself because, again, I was a rebel. I just had to do it. Nobody else was brave enough to do it because they thought they said they were going to turn blind. They said, you'll be blind if you look. So I looked at the moon and it was bright. I said, oh, it's so bright. It's so bright. But I'm not blind. I'm not blind. I look at the eclipse. I'm not blind. I look at the eclipse. About 2-3 weeks later, stuff started getting a little fuzzy. I was sitting in the back of the classroom. I couldn't quite see the board. So I'm squinting like, why can't I see? I had to move to the front of the classroom so I could see. It still was fuzzy. Even though the space between you and I, this is how far I was from the board, I could not see anything. It was so fuzzy. All I could see was something on the board. So my mom took me to the eye doctor. I wound up having to get glasses, y'all. And here I am with my glasses. I remember having to get glasses, and I remember just thinking, and I was so devastated. I shouldn't have looked at the eclipse. I didn't listen. You know, I'm blind because I looked at the eclipse. But what happened to me was quite transformational because my vision started to change, both literally and figuratively. I got my glasses, and I remember looking at the board and being able to see, obviously, but I also remember it was around this time that I started seeing things in my future that I didn't even realize, you know, because then at this time I didn't know what a vision was. But I remember being able to see things in my future, remembering saying, I want to be a teacher. I want to be this kind of teacher. I'm going to teach at this kind of school. I want to do this. I want to be an actress. And starting to really imagine and think about what I wanted my future to look like. And that was the first time I remember actually having visions and thinking about what I wanted my future to be. So a lot of you guys may not have been, you know, this big visionary at age 8, or you may have and not realized it. Some of you guys are sitting there like, you know, I know what a vision is when you see something, but let's really think about what the vision is. A vision as a noun means to see. It also means to think about or plan the future with wisdom and imagination. It also means having a vivid mental image of what the future can or will be, and I emphasize can or will because there are two different things. And as a verb, that's because I was singing earlier. As a verb, it simply means to imagine. So if you take all that together, it means that you can see something, think about it, plan it for your future using your wisdom and your imagination, create a vivid mental image of what your future, and we'll say will be like because it is already so. So a lot of us, we have things that we see over and over and over and over and over, and we're like, why are we seeing this? Why are we seeing this? And it's because it is your vision. It is something that you are meant to carry out. So the first step in having a vision is recognizing your vision. Recognize it. I realized I had visions because I said, okay, I want to do this, and I could not let it go. It would come up to me in other areas. It would be on TV, something I thought I should be doing. I'd see it on TV. Somebody else would do it. I'm like, how come all these people keep carrying out their visions? How come everything keeps happening for other people? But one thing I didn't do was acknowledge that it was my vision. That's the second step. You have to acknowledge your vision once you see it. Recognize your vision is the first step. Everybody say recognize. And then acknowledge, because a lot of times we don't acknowledge what we don't understand. You might not understand what your vision is, so you might just be thinking, oh, I keep having this dream, I need to let it go. I keep seeing this business. I keep seeing that I'm going to be a celebrity hairstylist. I keep seeing that I'm going to be an orthopedic surgeon. I don't know. I keep seeing that I'm going to be an actress or a famous athlete, or that I'm going to be the best coach there is. But then you let go of the vision because you don't see and understand the things that you have to do to get to the vision. So first you need to recognize. Say recognize. Second, you need to acknowledge. Say acknowledge. And third, you need to begin to walk it out, okay? So some of you guys might say, now walk it out. Hey, now walk it out. Hey, and that's what you need to do. You need to start walking out your vision. A couple months ago, my best friend and I put on a show. It's called the Rhea Co Show. And what we did was a culmination of some things that we had talked about for the past like 3 years. And people had told us, you guys need to do a show because y'all are so funny. You guys have to do a show. We kept saying, oh, we're going to put this on the show. Every time we came up with a little skit, we said, we're going to put this on the show. We didn't have a show for 3 years, y'all. We finally, in 2014, mind you, this business 2011, 2014, we finally did a show. So we had already recognized that we kind of had a vision. We just didn't plan it out. We then acknowledged, okay, yeah, we probably could do a show. A show would be good. I think there is something here. And then we started to walk it out and work it out. And what do you know? We put together a show in a month. A friend of mine and one of my, I don't know if I call her a guide or she's just an inspirational woman to me, but her name is Daniela. And she said, just do it. What are you going to lose if you do it? So we put that show on in a month. And when I tell you our space that we had only fit about 100 people, we had 115 people present. We did not charge, and the show was an amazing success. We had an awesome write-up, a standing ovation, and we just were kind of like blown away at the fact that our vision came to life. Because what we did was we saw it, and people would physically see us interacting and having, you know, so much fun and being so funny. And then we thought about it. We planned it, you know, all right, we're going to do this some point in the future. But we used our imagination as a guide, not a lot of wisdom because we didn't actually get stuff done. And then we created a vivid mental image of what we wanted our show to be like, what it would be like. And because at first we were just thinking it could be like this. Then once we started thinking, this is what it will be like. And we imagined it, and then we carried it out. We walked it out. And I encourage you guys today, no matter what your vision is, no matter what you're seeing, thinking about, start to walk out your vision. Start to carry out your vision, because literally, anything you say, do, or think can come to pass, both negative and positive. The word says, and I believe very strongly in the word says, write your vision and make it plain. So my thing that I want you guys to do, because once you make it plain, that's when you can run with it. Whatever vision you have, take out a piece of paper right now, and I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Write down the vision you have. Write down the vision you have. Take that home, put it on your refrigerator, find a picture that goes with it so you can have a vivid mental image, and that's what I want you to start walking out. I love you guys. I hope that you got something out of what I said today, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. Remember, write your vision and make it plain so that he who has it may run with it. Thank you.